If your car breaks down, no need to cry, cause there's always a pal nearby at Big O. At Big O Tires. Locally owned will get you in gear. That's because you've known us for years at Big O. Big O Tires. Don't need to sweat any extra labor. You can always trust a good neighbor at Big O. At Big O Tires. The best service is part of our code. Need a cup of sugar? We're down the road at Big O. At Big O Tires.
Hurry into your local Big O Tires now through January 29th and buy 3 tires, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Nexen or Aspen tires with installation.
Good.
All right, welcome back to the Coyote Den. I'm not sure how much you've actually heard on this, but we're going to start all over here. Welcome to the Coyote Den here in Roswell, New Mexico. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald on KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM. 6-4 is the score in favor of the Clovis Wildcats. And Kelly, let's just kind of recap a little bit. I'm not sure to our listeners out there. Maybe you can just kind of recap the game real quick for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they've been watching, so all they've missed is our, just lightning quick wit and commentary. So
okay,
we did get Gooden scoring twice for Clovis. Miramontes has both baskets for the Coyotes, and now we have
we'll stay here.
A 30-second timeout here called by Coach Barola. But we talked about what you did miss. We did talk about how this is pretty much a must-win for both teams if they have any chance or any thoughts of participating in the postseason tournament. You got Roswell hanging around at number 18 and Clovis at 20 in the most current rankings, and it's not a situation where you're going to get a big upset in a district tournament or have an upset district champ. I mean, all the 1s and 2s are probably going in every district. There's only 5 districts, 16 teams go. So you're really going to have to earn, that leaves 11 at-large bids. And you're just, if you're hanging around at 20, 21, you're just not going to find yourself making it.
6-4 is the score in favor of the Clovis Wildcats. We're here in the first period with 5 minutes to go in period 1. And there's Ivan Miramontes for 3, up, no good, and rebounded by Jake Lackey, the 6'4 senior. And he's going to get his own rebound up for good at 2. And now here comes Clovis. And that looks like that's going to be Brian Weiss, the 6' senior. Actually playing a little guard in the ballgame is Manuel Gutierrez. Back to Gutierrez on the left side. And the Roswell Coyotes at this point are playing a little bit of zone defense as well. As we talked about, the Clovis Wildcats and the Roswell Coyotes both playing similar defenses right now. And looks like Clovis currently is going to take off the press, may go half court. Might go into man-to-man so far. No, they're going to go back into a zone.
Yeah, it's always a question, do you press a pressing team? You have to look at that strategically. Pressing teams also practice against the press, so they're usually pretty adept at breaking presses.
All right, it's going to be rebounded by Clovis. And that's going to be Brian Weiss on the runner, up and good. 8-6 now in favor of Clovis. 8-6 with 4:01 remaining in the first period. And that's Palomino back to Stephen McCaskill. McCaskill going to go up off the backboard. He will be fouled. And let's get you a number here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM.
Foul's going to go on Brian Weiss, his first. Second team foul, second foul of the game total, as the Coyotes have yet to be called for one. And it will send McCaskill to the line shooting 2.
One of the things I do want to make reference to after this shot here, as McCaskill sinks the first one, it's going to be 8-7 now, 3:53 remaining in quarter 1. It is family night here at the Coyote Den, and one of the things that I really, really want to put emphasis on, especially tonight and the remainder of the season here in district play, are the 4 seniors that the Roswell Coyotes do have, and I want to talk about that throughout the game if all possible. We want to give credit when credit is due and talk about the families as much as possible. You, Coach, as you know as a coach, and myself, it is emotional nights when it comes to senior night and family night, and we want to make sure that we give credit to not only the Roswell Coyotes, but we'll talk about the seniors for Clovis as well, as a 3-point shot was made by number 33, J.J. Jones, the 6'4 junior. Now make it 11-7 in favor of Clovis. And now Miramontes, top of the key, bounces the ball, goes to Palomino on the baseline, right side. And now here comes Miramontes. Back to McCaskill. And the Roswell Coyotes really concentrating on the right side right now as the Clovis Wildcats playing that zone defense. And it looks like McCaskill's going to travel.
Yeah, and a good call there. Good defense, kind of pulled the chair out from under him just a little bit, causing him to take that tiny extra step, and that's a good call. And it will be the second turnover. Both teams with 2 turnovers here in the first 5 minutes of play.
The Clovis Wildcats currently overall 10-10, 0-1 in district, and that's going to be a nice pass. And they're going to be back to the top of the key, and the three-point shot is up and no good by Clovis, and there's going to be a foul. And it looked like it might be on Manuel Gutierrez.
Yep, exactly right.
Okay, now here's Clovis. Now they're going to put a little bit of pressure on the Roswell Coyotes here.
Yeah, so that, you know, they haven't pressed at every opportunity, so it's going to be interesting. I kind of like that strategy against a pressing team, not pressing them all the time, but mixing it up.
Three-point shot by Miramontes up and good, and Jacob Lackey fights for the rebound, loses it, and Palomino gains control, but great defense by number 4. That's going to be Caitlin Parker. And Caitlin Parker now with the ball on the left side. Looks like he's going to swing it on over to the right side now as number 11 Gutierrez has the ball. Good ball movement by Clovis. Three-point shot by good and up, no good. And here comes Roswell Coyotes and Miramontes dribbling the left side. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see right here. Both these teams are very similar and good defense by number 11. That's Manuel Gutierrez again.
Yeah, good hustle there, but a good rebound by McCaskill if he can hold on to it. Oh, great look inside.
Well, that's a great pass and an excellent job by Chent Gooden as he blocks Carrasco's shot. 11-7 still to score here in period 1 with 1:49 remaining in the first quarter. The officials for tonight's crew is Hector Velasco out of Roswell, New Mexico, Michael Folk from Carlsbad, New Mexico, and Michael Thompson, also from Carlsbad, New Mexico. All right, Miramontes will inbound, and the shot by Manny Fuentes is up and no good. And now here comes Caitlin Parker once again as he goes across the timeline. Swings it on over to Gutierrez, now to Cox, and that's going to be taken away, and layup is going to be good by McCaskill. 2-point lead now for Clovis. Caitlin Parker. Keelan Parker, I beg your pardon, Keelan Parker. So Keelan Parker. All right, Keelan.
Don't want to get a mama mad at us
Yes,
now.
sir, that is absolutely correct. Well, Mama, if you're listening to me right now, then real quick, my apologies. His name is Keelan Parker.
Keelan.
All right. Coach McDonald, that was your mistake, sir, not mine, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well, I can't do that to you, partner. That's my fault. All right, Jake and Lackey, 2, Miramontes for 3, and good! Now the Roswell Coyotes take the first lead of the ball game. It is 12-11. We're under a minute now, and number 4, Keelan Parker, swings it on out to number 32, R.J. Nora. And Keelan dribbles, guarded by McCaskill. And the student crowd over here for the Roswell Coyotes getting loud.
Oh,
and great defense by number 21, and that's going to be Jerry Barola.
Yeah, and Barola just in the right place at the right time. That's a real smart play to help out with the double team there, and nearly got the steal. Let's see if they can come up with one here or get a stop and potentially take a lead into the second quarter.
Yeah, Keelan Parker now with the ball. Decides to pass it on over, and the shot by Nora is up and no good, and there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Nora, and that's going to be his second. So that's pretty significant for the senior 6'2" senior forward.
Right.
And they'll immediately, Coach Maddox will immediately get him out of the game.
24.8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Looks like Carrasco in the ball game for the Coyotes. He's going to take the place of McCaskill, and the quarterback, as we call him, Manny Fuentes, in the ball game as well with Barola, Lackey, and Miramontes. Fuentes going to have his ball blocked once again.
Yeah, and that's 3 block shots from Marvin Cox already, the 6'5" junior forward. They've got to have a different game plan against him.
Okay, 14.3 seconds. 12-11 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Zai Carrasco just misses, and now here comes the Clovis Wildcats. And the shot is up and no good. Oh. And already at the end of one, the Roswell Coyotes lead the Clovis Wildcats 12-11. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM.
If your car breaks down, no need to cry, because there's always a pal nearby at Big O. At Big O Tires. Locally owned, we'll get you in gear. That's because you've known us for years at Big O. Big O Tires. Don't need to sweat any extra labor. You can always trust a good neighbor at Big O. At Big O Tires. The best service is part of our code. Need a cup of sugar? We're down the road at Big O. At Big O Tires.
Hurry into your local Big O Tires now through January 29th and buy 3 tires, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Nexen or Aspen tires with installation purchase. That's right. Buy 3, get 1 free. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required, not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted.
Even if you swing the golf club.
Welcome back to the Coyote Den. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM. 12-11 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes as we begin quarter 2. Manny Fuentes, Jerry Barola, and Ivan Miramontes, Jake Lackey, and Isaiah Carrasco in for the Roswell Coyotes. Carrasco top of the key. I do see Brian Weiss along with Keelan Parker.
Yeah, maybe
there's going to be another turnover here. Looks like Ivan Miramontes will have the ball. I do see R.J. Nora on the court. Miramontes for 3, up, in and out, no good. And also in the ball game is Manuel Gutierrez for Clovis. J.J. Jones, the 6'4 junior, also in the ball game. So Coach McDonald, most of the time when you and I are talking in quarter 1, it went by so quick. We usually talk about strategies and thought process and everything else. Right now the game is 1-point deficit for the Wildcats. In order for the Clovis Wildcats to be successful tonight, what do they have to do?
Well, you know, I think it's kind of the same for both teams. I think you can't get away from what you do best, and these two teams are so similar. Ooh, missed a little chip shot there.
And here comes Zai Carrasco now with the rebound, and he is going to dish it out back to Miramontes. Miramontes up, no good, and now here comes the Clovis Wildcats. Yeah, as we were making reference, you know, the Roswell Coyotes 18th in 5A and Clovis ranked 20th. Very, very similar, not only in records, but
yeah, style of play.
Zone defense.
Sure, they do a lot of the same type things. They're both pretty balanced. They're both kind of young teams. Clovis has a lot more seniors. Well, I guess just one more senior, but they don't play much, not in the regular rotation. But yeah, I mean, when it comes down to two teams that are this evenly matched and this similar, it's going to come down to the dirty work. It's going to come down to good defense. It's going to come down to taking care of rebounds on both ends. It's going to come down to making free throws, limiting turnovers, you know, the fundamentals, the basics.
Manny Fuentes up and no good, and there's going to be a foul on the play. Got an update as the Artesia girls defeat Goddard 37-36 in a thriller. We will be getting some updates from The Rock in Clovis, New Mexico, as the Lady Coyotes will be taking on the Lady Wildcats. We're here at the Coyote Den as the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 12-11 with 5:59 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, in 3 minutes, just 2 minutes into the quarter, and neither team has scored. Both teams got some decent looks, but just unable to finish, both teams right now. And Roswell's kind of relying maybe a little too heavily on the three-point shot as they turn the ball over there.
And there's going to be a foul as number 3 is Khalil Torres Pierre goes in, and it looks like that's going to be a
Well, they got on
charge, huh?
Got it on Weiss, I think.
They got it on Weiss, okay.
And that is his second. So now you've got 2 starters with 2 fouls for Clovis. Could be a factor down the stretch if Coach Maddox doesn't keep an eye on it.
Gotcha. All right, that's McCaskill now. McCaskill, nice pass almost to Barola, and it just kind of a little congested in the underneath the basket.
Pass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kind of lucky to maintain possession there. But McCaskill, I'll tell you what, McCaskill's done extremely well in this game so far, and that's hit the boards at both ends. Not keeping rebounds as stats, but he's got several already. I'll tell you what, they're letting him play underneath. They're not. They're allowing for some block shots in there, and I think coaches will, they'll complain obviously when they don't get a call, but they'd rather see that than having them call it too tight.
Well, notice that Manny Fuentes, that's probably his 3rd shot already blocked underneath.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say probably it is.
He's a little undersized actually with this group. You've got Gutierrez on the other side, who's also a little smaller, and could have got a foul there on Champ Gooden, but no call.
All right, there's Barola going to kick it out to Fuentes. Fuentes finds McCaskill.
That's great transition defense by the Wildcats on that one. Coyotes moved the ball well, but.
Oh, what a shot by Fuentes, and Fuentes for 3. Yeah, this is. Oh, what do they have here? Is that on?
It's on Gooden, so his second.
Gooden.
So 3 out of 5 starters now with 2 fouls for Clovis and a 6-1 differential. Now, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If one team fouls that many times, the other team doesn't, that's
right.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
A lot of people will say, hey, they've called this many on this team and only this many on the other. Hey, sometimes it just happens that way.
It's a packed house here at the Coyote Den. Really good crowd here on family night. And the seniors, actually the varsity group was introduced with their families at the halftime of the junior varsity game. And what a battle it is underneath there. And at halftime, the freshmen and the junior varsity will be announced with their families here at halftime of the varsity game. So that was kind of different, but very, very nice to see.
Going to get the second team foul on Roswell, and that was going to go against McCaskill. We're going to say it's on the floor.
Manuel Gutierrez is going to be inbounding, and it looks like McCaskill might be called for the foul.
Yeah.
So Coach McDonald, this is what I wanted to talk about a little bit too. I know there's only 4 games left after tonight, district play, and it's almost. I don't know if they're going to take 4 teams to the state tournament or not, but as you said before, this is a very, very critical game for both squads here. And I think they could end up taking 3, but nonetheless, whatever happens, I really want to emphasize the seniors here at the Roswell Coyote Gymnasium. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, just getting back to the point about the state tournament, they're not going to take 4 out of this district.
And I'm with you. I really don't. It's so hard.
And they might not take 3.
Right.
So, I mean, it's tough just because where they are in the rankings and then having to play all those district games, it's going to be tough to get wins.
Marvin Cox will score 2. It's going to be 15-13, 2-point lead now for the Coyotes as Manny Fuentes dribbles, finds Palomino. But, the Roswell Coyotes have 4 seniors, and the Clovis Wildcats have 6 seniors. And so right now the seniors for the Roswell Coyotes, number 2 is Sebastian Mendoza, the 5'8 senior, along with number 11, Ivan Miramontes, the standout senior, captain senior. Jerry Barola, number 21, and followed by Jake Lackey, the 6'4 senior. Those individuals right there. Oh, what a great job.
Wow.
That is actually number 12, Champ Gooden.
Yeah, that's a tremendous tip in.
Makes the basket in. Is he going to the line to shoot the N1?
Yeah, he sure is, and that is so difficult. Great athleticism on the part of Champ Gooden. That was impressive. Foul is going to go against Jerry Barola.
Yeah.
His first.
Well, this is going to be critical now. The score is 15-15. This game's going to go back and forth throughout the game. The N1 is up and good, and Clovis goes back on top by 1, 16-15.
Yeah, and Roswell's just having a hard time getting a body on Marvin Cox and maintaining that on the offensive end. And then on the defensive end, they're allowing him to stand under the basket and block shots. They're not, attacking him a little more aggressively, a little more physically, and forcing him to foul.
Right.
So they've got to do something different, as I said earlier, about Marvin Cox.
Oh, great job by Palomino, but not a bad job defensively for Clovis as well.
Yeah, they're swarming right now, the Clovis defense.
And they go back to a little bit of zone defense once again. Kind of looks like a man-to-man, but really playing zone. Both squads very similar.
Oh, there's a turnover as Palomino tries to throw it off the leg.
Manuel Gutierrez with the ball now, finds number 12, Champ Gooden on top. Good pass, and another bucket by Marvin Cox, the 6'5 junior. 18-15, 2:20 remaining in the first half. And Ivan Miramontes says, I'm not going to take that no more, and goes up for the bucket, and Miramontes will score the bucket and go to the line to shoot the and one.
Yeah, and this shouldn't contribute to their foul trouble too much. We'll see who they give it to. Oh, it will. They do give it to Champ Gooden, so that's 3 on Gooden.
In the first half.
Yeah,
that's could be detrimental for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he's one of their, I don't know if he's their leading scorer, but he's one of their top 3 scorers for sure, along with Marvin Cox and Keelan Parker, actually.
Miramontes misses the and one, so the Wildcats continue to lead by 1. And the seniors for Clovis Wildcats, Brian Weiss, number 10, Zoe Perez, Hunter Egbert, Josh Wimbish, and Jaden Levenshone and RJ Nora are the seniors for Clovis.
I'm going to foul on Hunter Egbert here. Fouling Miramontes heading down the court after the nice steal. There's also a turnover on Clovis, so it'll be Miramontes to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Next one will be double bonus. But Ivan just missed a free throw, so let's hope he can knock these 2 down, give the Coyotes the lead back.
18-17, 1:49, and the captain, Ivan Miramontes, sinks the first free throw. The Roswell Coyotes, after tonight, will be back in action on February 7th. That game will be here at the Coyote Den as they take on the Hobbs Eagles. We'll be talking about that for a while, as they should have played them twice already, but due to inclement weather, had to reschedule.
Yeah.
And same thing goes for, I believe, the Clovis Wildcats and the Carlsbad Cavemen. Clovis will be back in action at Carlsbad on February 7th.
Somebody's open because the player fell down, unable to find that open man.
Right. Fuentes from way downtown, and the three-point is up and good. 21-18 now. Oh, what a pass by number 4, Keelan Parker.
Yeah, and they just had no luck denying the ball inside to Marvin Cox, and they're not going to say that's a shooting foul.
Well, I don't know how that could be a shooting foul. They're going to say it's on the ground.
Yeah, it's on the floor. So
yeah, okay. I mean, anything's possible by all means, but I didn't think it was. They weren't in motion.
Well, I thought I saw Hector indicate that it was on the floor as he was going to the table as well. So.
Okay, Hunter Egbert.
Good job from Ivan there, showing that length.
Yeah, so it's going to be Keelan Parker will inbound. Finds Egbert. Now the Roswell Coyotes kind of changed it up a little bit, and there's a quick outlet by Carrasco, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, good idea, but it got deflected. So it will go as a turnover for Roswell and a timeout.
All right, we'll take one too. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM.
If your car breaks down,
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
All right, welcome back to KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM, followed by the 32nd timeout by the Wildcats. And score remains 21-18 with a minute 5 seconds left in the half. Art Sandoval, Kellen McDonald. It is Clovis ball. All right, there is Cox fighting Lackey once again underneath the basket. And Keelan Parker swings it back over to the right side. And a shot by number 20, Josh Winbish, is up and no good.
I think they're going to get Egbert here. Let's see who they get. The foul is, it's going to be a two-shot foul, and I think it's going to be Miramontes at the line. It is, and the foul was on Egbert.
Okay.
As he was a little too aggressive on the offensive boards there. And a 5-point lead would be great going in here because it's been a tight game, and I expect it to be a tight game all the way to the end, to be honest with you.
Ivan Miramontes sinks the first one. And, the senior captain really doing a good job tonight. You just, as expected. Yeah, that's
always.
Just the way it is.
He is a rock. He is just steady.
And, of course, misses the second one on that. But the Roswell Coyotes, 22-18 as a lead. We're approaching the 30-second mark until halftime, and that's going to be Keelan Parker. Swings on back over to Gutierrez, back to Parker on the right side. Now finds Cox underneath. Winbish loses it. Now here comes Ivan Miramontes, and he's going to go in for the layup, and he is going to be fouled. He will go to the line to shoot two. Do have an update.
Yeah, and they need to call a technical on Keelan Parker.
Yeah, that's
coaches wisely quickly get him out of the game without a sub. I mean, he needs to stay on the floor until he's subbed for. But he's very upset. I don't know why he fouled Miramontes unless it's something that Ivan said.
Well, there has some controversy here at the Coyote Den as the officials are going to – I'm real surprised they're not going to send everybody back to the benches real quick to get everything cleared up here, as there was controversy between Fuentes and I believe that was Keelan Parker, and Parker was really upset, and the officials had to tell them to have a seat.
Well, and Parker was getting up in the face of a couple of Coyote players after that, and just my opinion, yep. I've been there.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
I think you need to team up just because you need to stop that kind of stuff early and set a precedent and make sure that make sure the players and the coaches know that none of that is going to be tolerated. Instead, now you've got this. Now, hats off to the Clovis coaches for getting him out as quickly as possible and cooler heads prevail and all that good stuff. But I just like to see a technical there just to nip it in the bud and just say, hey.
For either team.
Sure. No, it doesn't matter who's doing it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely doesn't matter who's doing it. And it looks like we are going to get
the technical foul, and that is the right call, where Miramontes now will go to the line and shoot.
Now they put the foul up there for number 11, and
that is incorrect. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say it's incorrect or not. I don't know what is incorrect or not as far as that's concerned. I want to make sure we're fair and partial about this.
I think what happened is you had the personal foul on Parker and you got a technical foul called on Manuel Gutierrez.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, so Ivan Miramontes so far has shot 2 free throws.
So those were likely the technical free throws, and now he's going to shoot the 2 shots for the shooting foul, and then the Coyotes are going to get the ball at half court.
And gain possession once again. Okay.
Right. So this could potentially be a 6-7 point play.
Well, it could, yes. Now, like as we mentioned earlier, we want to make sure we're doing everything we can to make sure we're getting the calls correctly, and I think you hit the nail right on the head, Coach, that is a technical foul. There is a foul. And you're right. Potentially this could be a 6-point play.
Well, yeah, I mean, or you hit a 3 and it's 7. But
Yep, or 7, yep.
I don't understand. Obviously, one of the officials had something with number 11, Manuel Gutierrez. So now what do we do? Now I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, so I think what it's looking like, they're saying that it's a technical on Clovis and a technical on Roswell. And they're probably going to get, and I'm assuming.
Yeah, they got Ivan.
They got Ivan?
Well, they have number 11 up there.
Well, I thought it was on Fuentes. Okay, nonetheless, number 4 is Keelan Parker. He is shooting the technical fouls now for Clovis, and he sinks both of them.
So now I think Ivan shoots his.
And see, that's uncalled for there by Parker, flipping off the student fans. That's just not cool.
Well, and he should be teed up for that.
And, and here's the thing. It's documented on KSVPTV.com. You can see it.
Well, and here's the other thing I don't agree with either. Even if he's your best free throw shooter, you don't let a kid shoot technical fouls who just got a technical. I mean, if I'm coaching. I'm not letting him benefit in any way from getting a technical.
Right.
And now I believe they've gone to the alternating possession because of the double technical. So that's why Clovis is getting the ball.
Well, and I don't mind saying it. Shame on that kid for doing that. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, no, that's not good. And he was engaging in some bad behavior after the foul as well. So. Well,
nonetheless, both squads need to clean it up and let's play some basketball. All right, it's going to be rebounded by Palomino. Palomino going to give a quick 3-point shot from the other side, up and no good. So at the end of 2, the Roswell Coyotes lead 24-20. We're going to take a 10-minute timeout or a 10-minute break. You are listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQN.
Did you know that Central Valley Electric Cooperative has a program in place to help members save on a variety of goods and services, from hotel discounts to pharmacy discounts? Ring in the new year with national and local discounts using your CVE Co-op Connections card. Print your free Co-op Connections card at www.connections.coop or download the Co-op Connections app. You can learn more about the program and discounts at www.connections.coop. If you are a business and would like to become a part of the CVE Co-op Connections card program, call Ray Lynn or Kyler at 575-746-3571.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we are proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Find your path to a greater future at Eastern New Mexico University. With degrees offered both on campus and online, ENMU has the flexibility that you're looking for, and with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship, New Mexico residents can now start, continue, or finish their bachelor's degree tuition-free at ENMU. For more information, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday, to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor, as he does everything to make
my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R because
we really are trying to create this homestead.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Have you ever thought, Mom and Dad are beginning to need more help, but with a busy job and raising a family, you just don't have the extra time? Personal Care by Design is just what you're looking for. We can be there when you can't, from 1 hour a day to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All of our caregivers are carefully screened, and we are the only personal care service that is overseen by a registered nurse. Competitive rates, great people, and experience is what sets us apart. So when you need extra help at home with your loved one, you can count on Personal Care by Design. Personal, private, and protected. Call us at 575-625-9471 for your personal care needs and receive a free nursing evaluation. That number again is 575-625-9471.
With the hustle, bustle, and bright lights of the holidays in the rearview mirror, it's time to ease into the new year with a new car or truck from your friends at Roswell Ford. Because nobody makes car buying easier. With more than 500 pre-owned vehicles in stock and brand new units arriving all the time, finding the perfect vehicle is easy. A 3-day money-back guarantee on all pre-owned vehicles makes the decision easy. No payments for 90 days easily gives you time to put those holiday expenses behind you. And with a goal of 100% credit approval, Roswell Ford even makes financing easy, regardless of your credit situation. And we happily accept I-10s. Like I said, easy. So make some time and come see what we have for you at the Tailgate Nation. Whatever you're looking for, you can count on Roswell Ford to keep it simple and make it easy. We're waiting for you now at the corner of 9th and Main, so we're even easy to find.
Have you noticed the days are getting shorter? This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but we're on the downhill side of the year, so every day is a couple of minutes shorter than the one before, even though your plants need plenty of food and water to keep them healthy. Like those globe willows that are turning yellow. A good dose of the right fertilizer will make them bright green again. No matter what the problems you're having, we probably have a cure at Roswell Seed Company, but come see us soon, because winter's coming, you know.
Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and I know you've heard me say that you can trust Trustmark, but I want you to know what that looks like in real life. A few years ago, we installed a beautiful new roof for an older woman who was recently widowed. She was an artist, and colors were really important to her. So when she said she didn't like the color of a brand new roof, we took that seriously. She had picked the color and signed off on it, but I just kept thinking, if she's going to walk into her house every day and be disappointed, then we're just going to redo it. So we did. We ripped that beautiful new roof off and replaced it with a slightly different color, and she was thrilled. Yes, it cost us quite a bit of money to make her happy, but I want you to know you can trust Trustmark to make it exactly right every time. If you have any roofing needs, call us at 575-755-ROOF or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
In times of uncertainty, one thing seems to be constant. Crime tends to rise. Zenith Security Services, a locally owned company that's invested in our community, reminds you that for less than 5 quarters a day, you can be proactive in protecting your home, family, and assets with a monitored alarm from a top UL-rated company. The hardest calls we receive at Zenith Security are those needing our services after the fact. Call Zenith Security Services at 575-626-3521 to schedule your free security assessment today.
If you need a Kubota that works and plays hard, stop looking. You'll find everything you need at Amigo Machinery. When it comes to tough Kubota tractors, mowers, construction equipment, and utility vehicles, all with low-rate financing, Amigo Machinery is your one-stop shop. We are passionately committed to providing our customers with the highest quality products, most innovative solutions, and services delivered with integrity and professionalism. Stop by Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeast New Mexico.
If your car breaks down, no need to cry, because there's always a pal nearby at Big O. At Big O Tires. Locally owned will get you in gear. That's because you've known us for years at Big O. Big O Tires. Don't need to sweat any extra labor. You can always trust a good neighbor at Big O. At Big O Tires. The best service is part of our code. Need a cup of sugar? We're down the road at Big O. At Big O Tires.
Hurry into your local Big O Tires now through January 29th and buy 3 tires, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Nexen or Aspen tires with installation purchase. That's right. Buy 3, get 1 free. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required, not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted.
Even if you swing the golf.
All right, welcome back to KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM. We're here at the Coyote Den as the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 24-20. And we're just seconds away from the third quarter. Coach McDonald, do you have anything for us, sir?
Yeah, I got leading scorer for the Roswell Coyotes is Ivan Miramontes. He's got 13. Nobody else has more than 6. That's Manny Fuentes has 6. And on the other side, you got 7 points from Champ Gooden, 6 from Marvin Cox, and no one else with more than 3. So it's kind of been the Ivan Miramontes show on one side, and then a little bit more balanced attack from the Clovis Wildcats. But I'll tell you the adjustment that needs to be made, in my opinion. They need to go ahead and push Marvin Cox away from the basket a little bit, make him shoot.
Oh, look at that, right off the bat. To start the third quarter is Stephen McCaskill for a 3-point shot, and it's up and good. Yeah, 27-20.
If they can back him off and force him to shoot, I think that's going to make him a lot less effective. If you can let him stay close to the basket, he's too good a passer and finisher close to the basket, but the few times that he's taken even mid-range shots haven't looked very good to me. So
got another update at the end of one. 8-5 in favor of Artesia, as that is a district contest. I do have another update from the Rock. The Lady Coyotes taking on the Lady Wildcats, and it was 21-12, and that was about 2 minutes before halftime. That was about 10 minutes ago, so I'm not real sure.
And who's winning?
That one, sir, is Clovis.
Clovis up, okay.
All right, 27-20 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes, and make it 27-23 now as Brian Weiss hits a 3-point shot. And there's Ike Carrasco, goes underneath and misses.
Yeah, wild shot there.
It was kind of a wild shot.
But, you know, that's what having Marvin Cox inside does. You know, forces you to take some unconventional shots because he's such a good shot blocker. Oh, they're going to call a travel before the three is released in the corner.
Yeah. So one foul in this half for the Roswell Coyotes so far, and nothing there for the Wildcats. Palomino with the ball is going to take a shot from the free throw line, and nothing but net. 29-23 now with Weiss with the ball. Going to swing it over to the left side to number 20, Josh Wimbish. Stopping the dribble is Jones. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout by Clovis. Let's see if that's going to be a 30-second or a full one. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio, 99.9 KTQM.
Golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla. You'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
Did you know that Central Valley Electric Cooperative has a program in place to help members save on a variety of goods and services, from hotel discounts to pharmacy discounts? Ring in the new year with national and local discounts using your CVE Co-op Connections card. Print your free Co-op Connections card at www.connections.coop or download the Co-op Connections app. You can learn more about the program and discounts at www.connections.coop. If you are a business and would like to become a part of the CVE Co-op Connections card program, call Ray Lynn or Kyler at 575-746-3571.
All right, we're back here at the Coyote Den in Roswell, New Mexico, as the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 29-23 over the Wildcats, as there is 16 remaining in the third quarter. Weiss with the ball is trapped up by Palomino now. Going to swing it on over. Inside is Weiss. Good ball movement by Clovis. And the shot by J.J. Jones is up and good. 3-point lead now for the Roswell Coyotes. 5:56 remaining in period 3. There's Palomino going to give it to McCaskill as McCaskill drives the baseline, and it looks like there's going to be a foul. We'll get you a number here in just a moment. Looks like that's going to be on Brian Weiss.
And that's going to be 3 on Weiss. So you got Gooden with 3, Weiss with 3, Egbert and Nora and Gutierrez each with 2.
All right.
So foul trouble definitely
for Clovis.
Yeah, and not for Roswell at all. McCaskill's got 2, but.
Speaking of McCaskill, he shoots the first free throw. It's up and good. Miramontes will come in the ball game right here and kind of give some direction to the Roswell Coyotes. And McCaskill set to shoot the second free throw. The approach is up and good. 31-26 now as the Roswell Coyotes go into full court pressure, and now almost taken away by McCaskill.
Oh, nice save.
It was a nice save.
Champ Gooden, smart play there.
Wimbish guarded by Ivan Miramontes. Loses it. Carrasco will give a quick outlet to Palomino, and he goes across the timeline. Tells Carrasco to go ahead and take it for just a second. Back to McCaskill now. McCaskill thought he was going to shoot, but here is Carrasco now. He said, come on over here, and McCaskill takes the jump shot, and up and good. McCaskill really doing a good job. This is the best game I have seen, actually, McCaskill play offensively for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was about to say the exact same thing because he's not just scoring, he's doing the dirty work too.
That's going to be on Weiss once again. That's going to be his 4th personal.
That's going to be on Lackey.
Oh, Lackey, okay. I thought he was showing up number 2 here.
I think he's just saying 44. It was a 2-shot foul.
Gotcha. All right, so Weiss will go to the line to shoot. All right, there's Weiss. His first shot is up and no good. And in the ball game now will be number 4 is Keelan Parker. Out of the ball game is going to be J.J. Jones. Yeah, you know, how tough is this district, Coach McDonald? I mean, I'm telling you, not just with the boys and the girls, but I'll tell you what, District 4A, man, it's just always very, very competitive around the state, and, man, you can see this tonight.
Yeah, there's going to be some good ball games. All the district games with all the teams are going to be good.
Oh, right there. Lackey actually had an opportunity, but passes out over to Palomino and misses the three-point shot.
Yeah, and Lackey's got to be more aggressive offensively than that. Power dribble and go up strong.
All right, update from the Rock, 28-15, about to start the third quarter in favor of the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, and again, just a Herculean task for Coach Dan Smith and his crew with those other 3 teams in the district this year.
Well, he and the Lady Coyotes actually have an opportunity. If they can be successful tonight over there in Clovis, take a couple of games. You know, he's currently, I think, 17th or 18th in the 5A classification in 5A. Good job by Jake and Lackey.
That's going to be a charging foul on Marvin Cox. I believe just his first.
Yeah, really, really good contest right now between Clovis and Roswell. McCaskill with the ball. Goes between his legs and finds Carrasco back to Ivan Miramontes, and Miramontes has his ball blocked by Marvin Cox.
Yeah, and they get on the scoreboard, they gave that foul to number 30 to RJ Nora, and that is a mistake. So I wonder if that will come back to be a point of contention here later in this game, because that foul was obviously on Cox as he had the ball and was driving and was called for the charge, but they gave it to 32 and not 22.
Easy layup for Palomino, 35-27 now, 4 minutes left in period 3. Oh, nice pass.
But right there, that's how you play Cox on the offensive end. You keep his back to the basket, keep him more than about 12 feet out.
And a nice shot by Keelan Parker, and Parker up for 3 and good. 5-point lead now for the Coyotes, and it goes across the timeline, and here comes Jake and Lackey as he's going to go to the line, and he's going to be fouled, and fouled hard. He will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, big guy went down pretty hard there. Let's see who they give this one to. See, and that earlier foul wasn't on him, so
So they're saying that foul is on RJ Nora?
Yeah.
How is that absolutely possible?
Well,
I don't think RJ Nora was even in the area code, was it?
Well, no, this one I'm okay with them calling it on Nora here, but the last one certainly wasn't on him. But
well,
that's who they gave it to.
Okay, well, that's going to be RJ Nora's 4th personal foul. Now it's going to be Gutierrez with the ball as he goes across the timeline, guarded by Palomino, swings it back over to Parker. He's guarded by Carrasco, stops the dribble now, and oh, what a pass it is, and number 22, Marvin Cox, will be fouled.
It'll be the 3rd foul on Lackey, so he'll probably have to come out here. Looks like he's going to go with Fuentes. All right, partner?
Yeah. Fell right there. Just had a little cramp or something.
A little stitch?
Yeah. Have to walk around or something. All right, there's going to be a shot. Free throw shot is going to be by Marvin Cox. Misses the first one. 7-point lead still for the Roswell Coyotes. 3:24 remaining in period 3.
And they will pull Lackey with 3 fouls. Lackey's had a real nice game, too. Just the 4 points, but he's played good defense, hit the boards well, contested shots. He's holding his elbow there.
Oh, and number 22, Marvin Cox, misses both free throws. And here comes the Roswell Coyotes, and Miramontes for 3. 10-point lead for the Roswell Coyotes, and actually the biggest lead for the Coyotes. And that one's going to be Keelan Parker for 3, and up no good, and rebounded by the Roswell Coyotes. And now the Roswell Coyotes on fire here, and Miramontes misses the three-point shot once again and taking the ball away by Parker. And here comes Miramontes, and Miramontes on the runner, off the backboard and up and no good.
Yeah, and I just love the heat check on the previous possession from Ivan Miramontes. Exact same place, exact same stroke. You know, he didn't knock it down, but you just love to see it because that's the kind of shot that can be a real dagger. And then they get the steal anyway, and now Ivan's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the biggest point, 10-point lead for the Roswell Coyotes, biggest lead thus far. Make it 11 points as Miramontes makes the first free throw. What happened here? The Roswell Coyotes just kind of come in here in the second half and really just turn it on. What do you think the key factor is in this game?
Well, I mean,
this half at least.
Well, for me, it's controlling the boards on both ends. You know, they've got offensive rebounds, but more importantly, limiting Clovis to one shot. Really good defensive rebound and boxing out. McCaskill, Carrasco, she's done a great job.
42-30. And there's going to be a foul.
Barola on the reach.
All right, in the ball game, looks like there's a couple of Coyotes. Looks like number 22, I believe, that's Kevin Molina in the ball game, and Jerry Barola.
Yeah, first action for Molina.
Oh, number 24, Levin Schoen is. No, I'm sorry, that's Marvin Cox.
Well, it's J.J. Jones with the hoop and the harm there. And it was the quarterback, it was Fuentes, who went up high and tried to tip the ball to a teammate, and no one else could secure it, and that's what allowed J.J. Jones to scoop it up and attack the basket. Can't complete the three-point play, though. Another really nice defensive rebound from McCaskill.
All right, it looks like McCaskill in trouble, finds Jerry Barola. Barola loses it, gains control.
And Barola was calling for a timeout, and he wasn't granted one. So it is going to be a turnover for Roswell, and that gets the Clovis bench excited, but they're still down 10 here.
Yeah, 2:20 left in the third quarter. It's going to be Clovis ball. Manuel Gutierrez inbounds, gives it back to Parker, back to Gutierrez, back to Parker, and now to J.J. Jones. Baseline to number 12 is going to be good, but the Clovis Wildcats lose the ball, and here comes McCaskill. McCaskill has it stolen, and now here comes Keelan Parker, and that's going to be blocked.
Got a lot of ball, but definitely got him with the body.
Okay, they're going to call it a foul now by McCaskill.
That will be 3 on Steve, so that's the only, well, he and Lackey now. Sorry, I forgot about Lackey's 3 fouls. So McCaskill will pick up his third, and I'd get him out because he's been a key factor in this game. You don't want him to pick up that 4th.
Update from, I guess this is actually, this game is going to be played at Goddard. So the Artesia Bulldogs 17, Goddard 16, and that game is at halftime, and that game is being played at Ground Zero. Gene Dow, if you can give us an update, if you could, from The Rock, as the Roswell Lady Coyotes taking on the Lady Wildcats in a district contest as well.
All right, the officials are getting together here trying to decide what happened here.
Yeah, there's some discussion there. Parker with the shot. That's up and good.
So they must have called a lane violation on the first missed free throw on the Coyotes. The only thing I can think of, because he did miss the first one. But they are saying that it's another shot, and Coach Barola trying to get an explanation there. I didn't see it, but I wasn't really looking either.
All right, so Parker will have another opportunity here. And that's in and out, no good. And who is that? Is that number 12, Champ Gooden?
Yeah, and Gooden just one it more, and that'll be Barola's 3rd foul. And we'll send Gooden to the line to shoot 2. And they, I praised them for their defensive rebounding in this 3rd quarter. but they didn't get it done on that play.
All right, 42-33 is the score. Make it 42-34 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're just under 2 minutes left here in period 3. As number 12, Chanton Gooden, will make his second free throw. And now there's going to be a substitution as number 22, Marvin Cox, will come in the ball game, and Levenshon will have a seat.
Well, when Coach Maddox, I thought, yeah, he was subbing so they could set up the press, and then his players didn't press.
Oh, nice pass by Mendoza. Ivan Miramontes misses a three-point shot, but rebounded by Barola, and Barola goes up for two, 44-35 now.
Yeah, after a low-scoring first half, both teams have kind of exploded offensively here in the third. Oh, don't like the call.
They're going to say Ivan Miramontes is going to foul Marvin Cox. They're saying that Miramontes got him with the body.
Yeah, I don't agree. I thought he just went over and tapped it out, which is, man, but you know what? I think that was also a simultaneous whistle, and 2 officials called it. So maybe we missed it.
Champ Gooden makes the first free throw. He has one more to go here. Update from the Rock. The Lady Coyotes down 38-21. 2 minutes left in the third. Gooden misses the second one, rebounded by Palomino, and here comes Ivan Miramontes as the Coyotes go quickly. Off the backboard is Miramontes for 2.
And you just kind of feel like he can do that about any time.
Well,
I think he needs to attack the basket a little bit more often and not just look for the 3 so much.
And nice runner by Gutierrez. 46-38 now, and there's going to be a lane violation by Fuentes. Barola not happy there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's not happy with Manny or if he's not happy with the call. I didn't see if he had a chance to get all the way out of bounds and then coming back in. But
J.J. Jones comes out, and Jaden Levenshon comes in the ball game for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think that's the first we've seen of Jaden Levenshon in the game.
And I didn't get the call on that one, did you?
Yeah, they had an illegal screen, just kind of a hold there to allow Cox to come open down the middle, see who they get on it.
Okay, so it will be Coyote ball, and it looks like Palomino will inbound. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. Palomino dribbles. And that was going to be a turnover on the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, and this has been the biggest turnover quarter for the Coyotes. They've got 5 in the quarter, 11 overall, and it's really kept them from pulling away in this game here in the third quarter.
46-38 is the score, and that was going to be a rebound by Gutierrez. And there's a block by Barola.
Was it or Fuentes? I couldn't tell.
Well, it kind of looked alike right there, so it could have been either or. But there's going to be a shot by Champ Gooden off the backboard for 2. Now it's a 6-point lead. We're approaching the 30-second mark. Oh, nice pass.
What a pass. And the foul.
That was a nice pass by Mendoza.
What a pass by Mendoza. Looked away.
Seabass.
And Barola able to convert. Draws the foul. Let's see if he can knock down the free throw, and that could push the lead back up to 9. Wow, what a pass.
There was a pass. And just a great job by Barola. Barola sinks the and 1, so 9-point lead just like that as Clovis has a couple of substitution, and it looks like Brian Weiss and Marvin Cox will enter the ball game as number 14, Edgar Egbert. And looked like Marvin Cox will have a seat for just a moment. Number 11 now Gutierrez finds number 12, Gooden. And there's going to be a held ball, and it's going to be in favor of Clovis.
Yeah, it's going to be in favor of Roswell. It's going to go down as a turnover.
Roswell, beg your pardon. Thank you, Coach.
And a chance to extend this lead to double digits here in what should be the final possession.
Well, Joshua Maddox, the head coach for the Clovis Wildcats, making numerous substitutions here in quarter 3, and of course 14.7 before it expires. And there's Ivan Miramontes, kind of trapped up a little bit. Palomino with 9 seconds, going to go cross court. Finds Miramontes. Miramontes, three-point shot is up and no good. And let's see what Brian Weiss from half court.
Shot it
up
too quick.
And no good. And now at the end of 3, the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 49-40. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we are proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
All right, welcome back to KSVPTV.com and 99.9 KTQM Clovis Radio. The score is 49-40 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes as we begin the fourth quarter. And that's going to be Brian Weiss as he has a nice pass to number 20, and that's going to be Josh Wimbish.
Wow, Wimbish in the game for the first time and scores immediately. So really going to the bench, as you said before the break there.
Well, Wimbish had a few quality minutes in the first half, but definitely here in the fourth quarter gets a couple, gets a quick basket.
Yeah, I don't remember calling his name there. But.
And, I won't be a bit surprised if that's on Manny Fuentes.
No, they're gonna say it's a block, and it's gonna be Gutierrez, and it will be his second foul. So. I'll tell you what, after a low-scoring first half, each team pretty much doubled their total just in that third quarter. Coyotes went from 24 at halftime to 49. They scored 25 in the quarter. And Clovis had 20 at halftime, and they score exactly 20 in the third quarter. So offensive explosion there.
Manny Fuentes goes to the line as he was fouled by number 11, Emmanuel Gutierrez. Fuentes does shoot the first free throw. It's up and good as he attempts the second shot. That's going to be up and in and out, no good. And Zai Carrasco back in the ballgame along with Jake Lackey. And that's going to be Brian Weiss with the ball as he is trapped up. As we begin the fourth quarter, 50-42 is the score in favor of the Coyotes. And good job, nice catch by Coach Carrasco. Saves Ivan Miramontes as he goes into the stands.
Yeah, great effort by Ivan, and almost lost a shortstop on that play.
Yes, Spring Sports, as it began on Monday, first official practice for Spring Sports, baseball and softball. As you know, Coach, I am just a big, well, let's put it this way, baseball, softball fan. I will be in Trinidad, Colorado to watch my youngest kid as they, Trinidad State will be taking on. Well, let's just put it this way. The first games were postponed due to weather, but on Sunday they will be taking on Frank Phillips Junior College on Sunday. All right, the shot is up and good for number 20, Josh Wimbish.
Yeah, so he's come out here on fire.
5-point lead now for Roswell, and you're exactly right. Wimbish comes out on fire. Scores at least 5 points, at least in the fourth quarter, right?
Well, 5 points in about 90 seconds. His only points of the game have come in these first few possessions here in the fourth quarter. And it gets the lead to 5.
Oh, Carrasco Foul was almost trapped up there, but Fuentes has the flat shot in three-point range.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a bad shot selection there. And we're going to get a foul on Carrasco.
Barola not happy with Fuentes, asking or telling him, hey, what is that?
Yeah, it happens. Bad decision. And
it is what it is.
It gets compounded here by the foul from Carrasco, trying to compensate for it. And now that's going to put a shooter on the line, and Wimbish, who just came out on fire here and can extend that. But he doesn't, as he misses the front end. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball on the boy.
Okay.
They get Miramontes with that over the back, non-existent foul, but then they call a jump ball on that one, but okay.
All right, that one is going to be an inbound by Brian Weiss. And Barola wants.
Well, the possession arrow should be going to Barola. I think Barola is asking for the foul, but the possession arrow should go to Roswell.
Well, no, I think that's right. I think the last possession was to Roswell.
All right, so they're explaining that it was a tied ball, which Coach Barola does not like, and I don't really blame him.
Well, I think they got the call right.
Well, I'm not sure they did.
Okay, well, the possession arrow was, okay, now they got it right. Now it's going to be favoring Clovis.
Right. So let's see. Okay. This is going to be a 1-on-1 situation now.
Okay, so nonetheless, I didn't see, I was kind of looking at Coach Joshua Maddox.
Well, and here's the thing, too. Some officials rely on the table for possession, and some officials keep it themselves. They'll put a spare whistle in their pocket or something else, and they'll just alternate pockets for the possession.
Okay.
So that could have been why that happened, as Fuentes knocks down the front end here and just assume that he had it right, and then, of course, the table is always right, whether they're right or not.
That is absolutely right.
I mean, it's just like the scoreboard. The scoreboard doesn't matter.
No, the official scoreboard is that table right there, regardless what is shown on the scoreboard.
And that, that's true of the possession arrow. It's true of the fouls. We talked about the foul we feel like they gave to the, or at least I feel like they gave to the wrong person. So,
all right,
we'll just see.
The score is 52-45 with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the ball game. This is the second district match for both squads. First time playing each other in this. Best of two.
Yeah, I don't believe they have played earlier in the year in a tournament or anything. I think this is the first time they've seen them. Is that correct?
That's my understanding. You know what? I think Clovis ended up playing. I think they did play each other.
Yeah, Roswell beat them in the Clovis tournament.
Oh, what a job by Mita Montes as he blocks Keelan Parker's shot. Keelan Parker is asking for goaltending.
Yeah, and I was about to say before it happened, and I'll you can believe me or not.
Say it now.
Believe me or not. But anytime you get a shot block down there and the guy that blocked your shot is coming back this way, you oftentimes see
another
that frustration foul right there.
That's exactly what it was.
And that's what Keelan Parker just did, and that puts Ivan at the line for the last 1-and-1 of the ball game. All fouls now will be two-shot fouls for both teams.
Yeah, so, yes, December 22nd, Roswell went up for the holiday tournament at Clovis, and they lost to Clovis 66-52.
Oh, they lost to Clovis. Sorry, I was looking at the Clovis. Yeah, so Clovis did beat them in their own tournament.
Correct.
So. And pretty handily, 14 points.
And a three-point shot is up and no good by Marvin Cox. Nice pass, and here is Parker for three, up, no good, and rebounded by Lackey.
Every defensive rebound right now is key. Close game, getting down to the end. You cannot give up second chance points. Neither team can.
Mita Montes for three, and good! And fouled by Parker.
Yeah, Parker can't believe it, but Miramontes will get the 3 and the foul. Third foul on Parker, fourth foul.
Fourth foul on Parker. So let's see if Ivan Miramontes can complete the 4-point play.
Yeah, that's a rarity.
Yeah, it is.
Missed the front end of the 1-and-1 before, so he can definitely make up for that here as you get the freshman team cheering on the big boys here.
And Miramontes completes the 4-point play, and the foul goes to Keelan Parker. Gutierrez trapped up and escapes, gives it to Wimbish. And good effort by Barola, I believe.
Yeah, Barola's diving after the ball, but then it was out on Clovis anyway, so that's some serious effort there. I don't know if he just didn't realize who was off last. But it will go down as a turnover on the Wildcats. And now you still want to stay within your game. You still want to do what you do. You don't want to try to run out. It's too early for that. You know,
right.
Just play your game here.
Right.
You got your press break in. Obviously, Clovis is going to pressure the ball any chance they get.
It looks like there's some discussion at the officials table there. I'm not sure what's going on.
It could be because of I really think they gave a foul to the wrong player at the table earlier in the game, but it did not involve Parker. I think Parker's got his fourth foul because one of those was a technical that we thought maybe was on Gutierrez, but then it was on. They went ahead and gave it to Ivan Miramontes on the double technical. So no timeout's been called here, so the players are staying on the court.
Well, while we're talking right here, we're talking a little district play here as the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 56-47 with 4:38 remaining here in the ball game. As both squads have played, this is their second district game. The Clovis Wildcats currently 10-10 overall, 0-1 in district play. At the conclusion of this game, Clovis will be traveling on to Carlsbad on February 7th as they will be taking on the Cavemen, and the Roswell Coyotes currently 11-10 overall, 0-1 in district as the Coyotes lost to Carlsbad 56-40, but we'll be taking on Hobbs on February 7th here at the Coyote Den. And, Coach McDonald, talk to me a little bit about district play and how important is this game for both squads, and what is the Roswell Coyotes and or the Clovis Wildcats going to do to be effective in this ballgame?
Well, Roswell has to be smart with this lead and not try to win the game too early is the way I look at it.
It is a book question as discussion continues.
Oh, yeah.
But go ahead and explain what we were talking about as far as both squads being successful tonight. I mean, 56-47, 4:38. What is your opinion, sir, in this ballgame?
Well, I mean, we talked about how it's kind of a must-win. The loser here is going to have an extremely tough path to get to the state tournament. The winner here is also going to have a tough path, but it's not going to be quite as tough, especially if the winner tonight can also win at the Rock, because you got to figure on
tiebreaker.
Right. Well, not just tiebreakers, but you got to figure on those your best opportunities to get some district wins before they start looking at large teams for the tournament and getting one of those last 11 at-large spots. And you say there's 11, there's really not. I mean, you're really fighting for those last ones. These two teams are fighting for maybe the 15 or the 16.
Speaking of state tournament time, right now, current rankings, as we have a book question, we're going to talk about 5A classification. Number one currently is the Volcano Vista with a 20-1 record, followed by Sandia at number 2. Number 3 is El Trisco Heritage Academy, 17-5 overall record. Number 4 is Cleveland, 17-5.
Yeah, Cleveland is that one loss from Volcano Vista too, so they're also the real deal.
The 5th ranking team in the state of New Mexico is Las Lunas, 17-4, followed by Oregon Mountain, 17-3. West Mesa comes in at 7 with a 15-6 record. Rio Rancho, 14-7. Number 9 is La Cueva, 13-8. Carlsbad, currently in our districts, ranked 10th, 14-7. El Dorado 13-8. Hobbs 11-10, currently in the 12th seed. Santa Fe 13th seed, 13-8. Capital follows Santa Fe at the 14th seed, 12-8. Farmington at the 15th seed, 13-8. Las Cruces 11-9 at the 16th seed. So right now, this game is so important for the Roswell Coyotes and the Wildcats. I mean, really, if you think about it, if they can take, regardless if it's Clovis or Roswell, if they can take one away from Carlsbad and have some success against Hobbs, you're talking anywhere from the 10th to the 16th seed, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised to see either of these two teams get as high as 10. Yeah, I mean, you've got to. These two teams are looking to sweep the other one,
right,
and then stealing one from either Hobbs or Carlsbad or both.
Makes sense.
You know, if you could sweep these two, and then win just your home matches against those other two, I think you can get in.
Makes sense.
But I don't think you can get in otherwise.
Realistically, one of these two teams, if you met, you're exactly right. If they can sweep, if Roswell can sweep Clovis, or Clovis can sweep Roswell,
right,
and still win, as you mentioned, realistically, they could end up in anywhere from a 12 to a 16 seed in the state tournament.
Yeah,
they're not going to take all 4 teams in the state tournament.
No,
from this district.
No, and just because of them playing each other, I mean, someone's going to. I mean, unless they all split, and then you have some. I mean, it just has to be something extremely weird like that, which I don't see happening. And even then, I don't think you take all 4. But you look at Clovis, and Clovis lost at home to Hobbs already. They lost by 18 to Hobbs on the 27th. So, you know, that just makes it even tougher for them, because now to steal one from Hobbs, they're going to have to do it at Ralph Tasker Arena, and that's. You know, that I know Hobbs isn't what they normally are this year, but you just don't go into Ralph Tasker and get wins. I mean, it's just unlikely to happen. So that's why it's so important for Roswell to take care of business with this 9-point lead here in these last 4.5 minutes. Take care of business here. That gives you a chance. Excuse me. It gives you a chance to go and steal one in Carlsbad. It gives you a chance to go into the Rock and get that sweep end of that. It's your only shot. And really, realistically, if Clovis doesn't pull this one out tonight, I don't really see a path for them to make the tournament.
I agree with you, Coach. I totally agree with you. As we have an official timeout, we have a book question, and looks like Clovis is kind of questioning a couple of things. And in fairness to Clovis, I agree with them. I think we had some controversy.
Yeah, if they're arguing what I think they're arguing.
Yeah, and you know, I don't mind saying that. You know, I think there's something going on. It's
we don't have a score.
Yeah, so it looks like the score is 56-47. We're not real sure. I guess the question is this the right score, or is there some penalties, basically fouls?
I mean, I could. Oh, you know what? We could do the score. 49-40. 3, 4. I have the Coyotes with 7 points. Oh, so, you know what? I only have them with 7.
Okay, well,
they have them with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. So it could be a score issue.
So say that again.
They've changed it. They've changed it to an 11-point lead.
In favor of the Coyotes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Coyotes now lead 58-47. And that is correct. Okay. So it did change, and now the Coyotes extend their lead.
That's unusual that it changed that way, because it was the Clovis bookkeeper who went over there to, question it. And then the change favored Roswell.
That is a three-point shot by Zach Carrasco.
Timely.
Good.
That's just fearless. He's hardly shot in the game. And then he hits the 3 there.
And there's going to be a turnover by Clovis.
I'll tell you what, that three from Carrasco there is huge.
All right, looks like there's going to be a timeout. Let's find out what it is here. Looks like there's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to take one, too. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM.
Your path to a greater future at Eastern New Mexico University. With degrees offered both on campus and online, ENMU has the flexibility that you're looking for, and with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship, New Mexico residents can now start, continue, or finish their bachelor's degree tuition-free at ENMU. For more information, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
All right, welcome back to the Coyote Den as the Roswell Coyotes currently extend their lead 61-47 with 4 minutes. As we were on official timeout, we had a book questioned, and actually Clovis questioned it. But the gist of the matter is the book was wrong and in favor of the Coyotes, so the Coyotes extended their lead. So that's just usually not like that to happen. But, okay, there's a nice outlet pass by Fuentes. And Ivan Miramontes goes head first into the pads. And look at Mandy Fuentes, just a nice little trot, the Cool Common Collective, getting ready for the huddle, you know what I mean?
Well, Mariah's got to catch him there and not let him hit the wall.
Yeah, there's a shot by number 33, J.J. Jones for three.
Triple J there with his third three of the game.
All right, Palomino now trapped up as he continues to dribble, goes across the timeline and escapes the traffic. And now we'll find Zai Carrasco.
Yeah, two receivers
Fuentes for three, spot. No good. Oh, almost a trouble there it looked like by Champ Gooden, but Champ Gooden gives a pass over to R.J. Nora. R.J. Nora off the backboard. He will go to the line to shoot the and one as the basket is good. 61-52 with 3:06 remaining in the ball game. This is the second game for both squads. A district game it is. Not against each other, just on the schedule. All right, got an update here from Mr. Gene Dow. At the end of three, Artesia up over Goddard. 26-24. That game is being played at ground zero. And the and one is up and no good. And it's going to be out on the Roswell Coyotes. It will be Wildcat ball. In earlier contest, the Artesia girls defeated Goddard 37-36 in a thriller. Trying to get an update from the Rock as the Lady Coyotes currently taking on the Lady Wildcats. Champ Gooden loses the ball as Miramontes gains control, and now Palomino.
Yeah, that's just great defense from Carrasco there, just poking the ball out.
Oh, that one's going to be stolen by number 11, Manuel Gutierrez. And he will be good for two. 61-54. 2:36 remaining in the contest. Full court pressure by Clovis. And a nice pass by Palomino to Carrasco. Back to Palomino. Palomino dribbles to the right side. He will go into the basket. And they're going to get him for a travel.
And Barola doesn't like it. I didn't see the travel there. But
I didn't either. I'm not saying it wasn't a travel. I just didn't see it.
Right.
All right, number 2, Brian Weiss with the ball. We called his name quite a bit tonight, along with Manuel Gutierrez. Gutierrez for three-point range, up no good, and rebounded by. Oh, what do we have, an official timeout? It looks like there's going to be an official down here for just a second.
Yeah, that's Thompson over there.
Okay. Looks like the official's down. Might have a cramp. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here in about 60 seconds. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday, to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
All right, welcome back to KSPTV.com and 99.9 KTQM Clovis Radio. Have an official timeout as we actually had an official go down with an injury. It looked like maybe a knee, an ankle injury, calf injury. We're not real certain. We're just assuming. He is up and being escorted out of the gymnasium at this point.
Yeah, and he's in a lot of pain, you can just tell. And so what's going to happen with the game now is they're going to finish this game with two officials. It's a completely different way of officiating. So unfortunately, you gotta think that might have an impact here, but hopefully not. I mean, these are seasoned officials, these two. And Hector actually calls quite a bit of two-man mechanics, so they should be fine.
Well, there's McCaskill. Travel. That will be a travel.
That's a good call. And Barola screaming at McCaskill to shoot it initially.
Yeah, that was a bit scary there.
Well, I hope he's all right.
I hope so too. It looks like just like a leg injury. It looked like what it had, but we'll find out. Oh, three-point shot by Brian Weiss. And there's going to be a timeout on the court. It will be a 60-second timeout. We'll be back. Kyle Stu leads 61-57. You're listening to KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM. We'll be back in 60.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor, as he does everything to make
my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R because
we really are trying to create this homestead.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Have you noticed the days are getting shorter? This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but we're on the downhill side of the year, so every day is a couple of minutes shorter than the one before, even though your plants need plenty of food and water to keep them healthy. Like those globe willows that are turning yellow. A good dose of the right fertilizer will make them bright green again. No matter what the problems you're having, we probably have a cure at Roswell Seed Company. But come see us soon, because winter's coming, you know.
All right, we're back as the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 61-57. Two-man crew right now, as you mentioned. And we had an official go down earlier. Two-man mechanics now by the officiating crew. Looks like Jake Lackey has control now. Back to Stephen McCaskill. And looks like there's going to be a foul on number 32 by R.J. Nora at this point.
I know that they're going to get on Gutierrez. Be his third. If it was Nora, it was going to be his fourth. I mean his fifth. Sorry, he has four. And Barola set to check in the game for McCaskill after McCaskill shoots these two free throws.
Yeah, that was a bit odd there, wasn't it? I'm still just kind of going based on have to go back to KSVP and review that, because the official kind of just, he stood up and then kind of really just put himself down, literally,
on the
ground.
It got placed out, so
yep.
At least
He tore something, it looks like.
Well, I mean, I hate to speculate, but yeah. It did look bad.
All right, McCaskill with the second shot, and no good. That could be costly there for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, really. In a 4-point game, minute left, you really need those 2 free throws. Shame, he's had such a good game. And they're going to get Miramontes there, and I think that was a bit of a flop. So now it'll be up to Gooden to see if he can make the Coyotes pay for missing their free throws by making his. Manny Fuentes set to check in the game. We're assuming that will still be a substitution for McCaskill.
You know, talking about, I know there's 55.2 seconds left, but man, we've seen a lot of different kind of injuries with officials and players this year.
Yeah, it's kind of been a bad year for that.
All right, number 12 will be shooting. That's Champ Gooden, and he sinks the second one. 61-59. 2-point ball game, and this is going to come down to the wire. Lackey now with the ball, back to Palomino, and there's going to be a foul by number 12, Champ Gooden, and Palomino will go to the line.
Well, and here's the situation Clovis finds itself in. That's going to be 4 on Gooden, 4 on Parker, just 3 on Nora. I thought he had 4, but he's just got 3. Gutierrez and Weiss also with 3. So if they have to continue to foul here in the last minute or potentially in overtime, it'll be up to the Coyotes to make them pay at the line, and they so far have been struggling there.
All right, so Palomino misses the first free throw.
Just a 2-point game. You really want to extend it to 3 here. The way a 3 doesn't beat you.
And the second one's up and good, so now 3-point ball game.
They don't have to go for 3 if they go quick, but now they're, oh boy.
Oh, that was close.
I thought it was going to be a foul.
Oh, there's a loose ball.
Yeah. And you've got to call Carrasco on that one.
I don't know, are they calling it a foul or a hell ball?
Oh, no. It's the right call. Barola doesn't like it, but it's the right call. Second foul on Carrasco, and it will put Marvin Cox at the line, but I don't think Marvin Cox is a strong free throw shooter. He's 0 for 2 in the game today. And bricked that one pretty badly. See, this is what I was talking about, how you play him defensively, you make him shoot. Great shot blocker, great defensive player, great passer once he catches the ball in the post. But the shooting, he makes 1 of 2.
Well, we have an update from the Rock. The Lady Coyotes lost by 30. Didn't have an exact score, but just got that.
By 30?
Yep.
Couldn't tell if you said 30 or 3.
30-3-0.
Hoping you said 3, but
so well, they'll be taking on the Lady Eagles from Hobbs next Tuesday. That will be a little different. Oh, that's going to be a call, a timeout. It's going to be a full one. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Coyote Basketball on KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM.
Have you ever thought, Mom and Dad are beginning to need more help, but with a busy job and raising a family, you just don't have the extra time? Personal Care by Design is just what you're looking for. We can be there when you can't, from 1 hour a day to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All of our caregivers are carefully screened, and we are the only personal care service that is overseen by a registered nurse. Competitive rates, great people, and experience is what sets us apart. So when you need extra help at home with your loved one, you can count on Personal Care by Design. Personal, private, and protected. Call us at 575-625 9471 for your personal care needs and receive a free nursing evaluation. That number again is 575-625-9471.
And we're back as the Roswell Coyotes lead by 2, 62-60 with 16.9 seconds left in this contest. And Ivan Miramontes will inbound for the Roswell Coyotes. And finds Manny Fuentes. And Fuentes will be fouled by Champ Gooden.
Yeah, Champ Gooden had to foul him, but that's 5 fouls on Gooden. So that's pretty significant. I know there's only 14 seconds left, but
wow,
he's one of their go-to guys. And it will put Fuentes to the line. He's 3 of 4 from the line. He'll be shooting 2 here. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter.
Well, believe it or not, 14.7 seconds is a lot of games.
Oh,
still.
Absolutely.
A lot of ball game. And the Coyotes.
Especially if you don't make both these. Making 2 free throws here shortens the game quite a bit because, you can even give up a 3 on the other end.
And that's
now we're a 1 possession game.
Yep, 1 possession.
Barring an offensive rebound, and come on, Manny.
Manny's a little upset at himself right there. He goes back and resets. And let's see, Fuentes here from the free throw line shoots the second one, and that one's going to be good. So 3-point lead. And now Jerry Barola will come in the ball game, and Fuentes will have a seat. Fuentes upset at himself a little bit, but luckily enough, he did make the second free throw to make it a 3-point lead for the Roswell Coyotes. Timeout now by Clovis. It will be a 30-second, they're going to say 60-second timeout.
That's all they have left.
All right, we'll be back. You're listening to Clovis Radio 99.9, KTQM, and KSVPTV.com.
With the hustle, bustle, and bright lights of the holidays in the rearview mirror, it's time to ease into the new year with a new car or truck from your friends at Roswell Ford. Because nobody makes car buying easier. With more than 500 pre-owned vehicles in stock and brand new units arriving all the time, finding the perfect vehicle is easy. A 3-day money-back guarantee on all pre-owned vehicles makes the decision easy. No payments for 90 days easily gives you time to put those holiday expenses behind you. And with a goal of 100% credit approval, Roswell Ford even makes financing easy, regardless of your credit situation. And we happily accept I-10s. Like I said, easy. So make some time and come see what we have for you at the Tailgate Nation. Whatever you're looking for, you can count on Roswell Ford to keep it simple and make it easy. We're waiting for you now at the corner of 9th and Main, so we're even easy to find.
All right, welcome back to the Coyote Den. 11.7 seconds, and the Coyotes do lead 63-60 in this district match. And it is Clovis ball as Cox inbounds.
Oh, I thought he traveled.
And, three-point shot is in and out by number 20, Wimbish.
Boy, that was a good look, and dang near went down to tie the game.
In and out. And there's going to be another timeout.
No, I think a foul.
Oh, I'm sorry, foul. I'm sorry.
Foul on J.J. Jones. Foul immediately. Smart. Really smart, and that's going to put Zy Carrasco to the line for the first time in the varsity game anyway. He might have shot free throws in the JV game.
Wow. All right, there is Carrasco, and he misses.
I'll tell you what, free throws have been a little bit of an Achilles heel for the Coyotes tonight. It hasn't been terrible, but it just seems like every time they really need one.
All year round, to be real honest with you.
They've struggled.
All year long. And Carrasco misses both, but gets his own rebound. And the Coyotes.
He'll get 2 more chances here
will win this ball game with 0.3 seconds left. But looks like, is it Carrasco will go to the line?
Yeah.
All right, so Carrasco will go to the line and shoot 2. gosh.
The student, oh my goodness. You actually might want to miss this one.
Yeah, why not?
No, well, I mean, just even strategy-wise.
I mean,
it's a tap situation. You can't catch and shoot with 3/10. But
and that's going to be the ball game as the Roswell Coyotes win 63-60. Excuse me. All right. The Roswell Coyotes will now improve their record to 12-10 on the year and 1-1 in district play. And the Clovis Wildcats will now fall to 10-11, 0-2 in district play. The Clovis Wildcats now, their next opponent will be the Carlsbad Cavemen. That game will be played on February the 7th at 7 p.m. That game will be played in Carlsbad. And for the Roswell Coyotes, as we mentioned earlier, their next contest will be here at the Coyote Den against the Hobbs Eagles. And that game is going to be a great game to see, as the Roswell Coyotes, currently ranked in the 5A classification, ranked 18th, and Clovis ranked 12th. People are talking about this game and waiting for next Tuesday, as they're saying this game could be one heck of a contest. As we talked about earlier, it is hard to play and win in Hobbs, but this game will be played here at the Coyote Den on Tuesday, February 7th. But right now, the Roswell Coyotes win 63-60. You have some statistics for us, Coach.
I do. Scoring for the Clovis Wildcats, 2 points from R.J. Nora, 5 points from Josh Wimbish, 6 from Keelan Parker, 7 from Marvin Cox, 9 from Brian Weiss, and 2 players in double figures for Clovis. J.J. Jones with 11, and leading scorer was Champ Gooden with 16. For the Coyotes, 3 from Zy Carrasco, 4 from Jake and Lackey, 5 each, Jacob Palomino and Jerry Barola, 10 each for McCaskill and Fuentes, and leading scorer, as he often is, Ivan Miramontes with 23.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Roswell Coyotes beat the Clovis Wildcats 63-60. We're going to sign off from KSVPTV.com and Clovis Radio 99.9 KTQM. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. We'll see you next time. Safe travels back to Clovis, and it's always great to be a Coyote. Good night.